Have a nice lunch. You know, in the debate last week, immigration was a huge subject, but nobody proposed any affirmative plan for it. And we have to realize that the problem of illegal immigration will only be solved when we dry up the jobs for illegal immigrants. That's what's bringing them here. And you don't need amnesty and you don't need deportations. All you need is no jobs, and they'll get on buses and solve the problems themselves and go home. So the key thing to do is to have really strict enforcement of employer sanctions against letting employers hire illegals. And here Obama's done a very good job. He's increased dramatically the sort of virtual raids, they call it, where they go through the computer records of companies, find who's hiring illegals, and fine them and stop them from doing it. It's been very effective. And we need much more of it, and we need more draconian penalties to deter employers from hiring illegals. But there is a problem. How do you tell who's here legally or not? And that's why we need the E-Verify system, where you can quickly and immediately tell. And then if the ICE comes in and says, hey, you're hiring illegals, they say, but they tested legal on this system. So employers have some security. The other thing you've got to do is to satisfy the legitimate needs of American business to hire immigrants to do work, agricultural and other kind of work, landscaping, all kinds of stuff like that, and have a guest worker program. They have that in Canada. 150,000 people a year come into the country, work, and then go home. And they're getting minimum wage and housing and health insurance, and then they leave. And that's just what we ought to do, only it should be several million people. And then we need to be sure that we expand the number of legal immigrants allowed in the United States, because we do want to be an open country, and it's keeping our country young and vital. Now, one of the most important questions is that of anchor babies, people who come here, give birth only for the purpose of having their children as American citizens. And they're coming here in order to have those children trigger welfare benefits and other benefits to them. Now, we're not going to change the 14th Amendment that makes them citizens. That was adopted, by the way, as a post-slavery thing to make sure that the children of slaves could not be cut out of citizenship by some of the southern states. But what we can do is that we can restrict who gets welfare benefits so that we can restrict the flow to illegal immigrants, even if they have children who are here legally. Who are here as citizens because they were born here. And we need to be active on that. We're going to be doing some petitions on our site to get that issue in play and get people to talk about that. But really, this problem of immigration is one that can go away. We need a border fence, we need boots on the ground, but much more importantly, we need to stop the employment that is generating the illegal immigration and attracting it into the United States. So, have a nice lunch. We'll chat tomorrow.